Yeah, I pretty much agree with you too. The only thing that I will say is Marcus Peters is also a different dude on the field. Like, you know, he's had incidents of, you know, talking shit with other people and it kind of escalating and, you know, scuffles ensuing and things like that. So
he's never like outright spit in somebody's face. Like,
yeah.
Landry has been a diva and gotten into spats with people in Miami. We don't talk about it. The LSU cats are flamboyant. Let's just be honest.
That's true. With that, though, I'll probably take Peters in any sort of one-on-one past 5 yards. Because Landry might catch a fucking bubble screen and that's it. And Peters might try to jump it or might try to blow him up and whiff. But outside of that, anything past, you know, 5 to 7 yards, I think Peters will lock him down.
First off, it's like you can't run a curl. You can't run any out. You can't run out in any in-breaking routes on Marcus Peters because he'll jump it. And Landry ain't fast enough to burn him with a double move. So Peters like, I'll jump the route. Either I'm going to tackle you, I'm going to do you like Sheldon Brown did Reggie Bush, or it'll be a 3-yard completion or an 8-yard completion. But that's how it works.
All right, man.
Because that doctor visit took 3 hours. That shit was crazy. They took my blood pressure like 8 times. They're like, your blood pressure is really high. I was like, should I take the hoodie off? Take the hoodie off?
I don't think your hoodie's going to make up for a lifetime of eating salt and grease. Just saying.
Okay. First off, that might be the title. Someone mark that down. Second off, no, like it was like 187 over like 160. It was some weird shit. And then because I took the hoodie off, because I just rolled up my sleeve, and I'm like, okay. Shout out to the chick who was like getting my blood and all that, because she was like, yeah, I was just at Chase like 3 hours ago. I was like, damn, you work at a bank and you work here? Like, holy fuck, essential worker. So salute to her. I was here working 2 different jobs in a pandemic. Shout out to my doctor. He was cool as hell. He was like, so you having any like weird fainting feelings, nauseous, anything? And I was like, no, I'm good. He's like, all right, cool, I'm a dip. He's like, you good? You straight? I was like, yeah, I'm solid. He's like, all right, cool.
All right. The other gem from the week is this game that's going on right now in overtime. Raiders and Chargers. Chargers are at the 1, about to score and win the game, or about to tie and or win the game. The Raiders already drove the ball. Tie? I'd rather.
Legit question. Well.
I think I'll take the tie. Because at least I think then they probably still have an outside playoff shot, even though it won't matter because they won't beat anyone. They'll just get the dog shit beaten out of them by Pittsburgh because they can't cover anyone.
Miami's going to take that spot, and Brian Flores is the coach of the year.
Well, the Dolphins might be out if the Raiders beat him. Oh, he got in.
That's a weird. That's a weird way.
He's gonna fumble it into the end zone.
Shut up, Raekwon McMillan. You're just lucky to be on the fucking field, bro. Why you throwing your helmet, dog? Your 4th round pick ass ain't played no snaps this year. Come on, man. Throwing your helmet.
4.5 speed, but he been washed since Ohio State.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have fluid hips.
How you run a 4.5 and not be athletic?
You be big as fuck linebacker in the Big Ten? Actually, that might have been a fumble, bro.
That should have been a fumble, I thought.
Well, they recovered it. So it doesn't matter, I guess. They recovered it.
They fumbled into the end zone. I bet that was a design play.
Oh, you can't advance the ball if you fumble. I get it. All right, man. So yeah, this game's happening. For those of you who didn't get to watch it, by the time you listen to it, you probably already know Derek Carr got hurt on the first drive, tore his groin in a non-contact injury. Well, that's not an official report, but if you watched it, the man
it looked like he tore
the man looked like he got shot in his dick. So.
Yeah. Slow motion, you see his face just like completely change. It's like something not working down there anymore.
Yeah, like
what did he do?
it's like, but is my dick still there, bro? Nah, hell no, Herbert didn't get in there. On the second try,
he bootlegged out, and when he was running, he completely like pulled off and he immediately grabbed his groin. And actually, it's kind of funny. You see him in slow motion. He throws the ball out of bounds, which is technically a penalty, but he never get flagged for that.
And then he just ran to the track like Reggie Bush's final play when he tripped on that fucking stadium in St. Louis and ended his career.
You didn't have to bring that up, Pete. By the way, he sued and won.
Yeah, because imagine the shame that comes with losing your career to a little strip of cement.
That wasn't supposed to be there. That's my excuse if I fall down the fight.
Yeah, at least fucking McFadden lost his career to like fucking shady investors like normal football players.
And a bum foot, no offensive line.
But yeah, man, so the game's officially over. The Chargers pretty much ended the Raiders season, made their season. Anthony Lynn probably is going to keep his job with this little 2-game winning streak he put together against
the Raiders season.
Yeah, man. The Chargers actually could have won it in regulation, but of course they did the Chargers thing, which is to miss the field goal. So that essentially gave the Raiders a chance in overtime. Raiders got the ball first, drove down to the red zone, I think within like the 5, and ended up kicking the field goal like the conservative bitches they are. And of course, I let my toxic voice inside my head think for a second that the Raiders defense was going to come up with a stop in overtime to win the game. But yeah, Justin Herbert is better than Derek Carr right now and forever. And
Herbert's legit. Herbert's legit.
Not on record. I said at worst.
Quack quack.
Elite Derek Carr. At worst.
Quack quack. Yeah, so we got to see Mariota and Herbert go at it. You know, Herbert's even gone on record saying Mariota is one of his mentors. The Oregon lineage there is strong, but other than that, it was a good outing by Mariota. As soon as he came on, he gave the team some energy. He scrambled for a first down and bucked a couple of Chargers corners. Like, that's hard. But yeah,
I just saw the Derek Carr replay.
It looks like he got shot. It looks like he got shot in the dick, right?
just like in the 40-year virgin. No, Kelly Clarkson. That's what he yelled.
But yeah, so Mariota looked good. He threw a couple of dimes, one to Waller for a touchdown. But overall, he looked pretty good. So shout out to him. Raiders might have stumbled into the quarterback controversy Raiders Twitter's been wanting for like 4 years. So yeah,
stopping. Damn it.
Hopefully next they'll start using Foster Moreau more, like Raiders Twitter wants. Even though I don't think he's Gronk, like people are saying, but he's still actually a sleeper and should probably get more PT and more balls thrown his way. And please, God, somebody throw Henry Ruggs a fucking slant. Please, can we just do that once?
I think you got some action with Derek Carr at first in the first quarter, the first series, and then I don't know what happened the rest of the game.
Yeah, but they never throw him a fucking slant, bro. Like, just give him a fucking 5-yard pass and let him run past the safety in the corner. Like, it doesn't have to be so cute. Like, they're always doing play action double moves with him, which is cool. But, like, you know, let's also just fucking make it simple for him.
Well, it's John Gruden, and you got John Gruden for how many more years?
Yep. And my dad is texting me pissed off because he was also a Mariota fan. He's been calling for Mariota, and then he just texted me, I'm pissed. We couldn't score a touchdown to win. No, Dad, we couldn't. Sorry.
Damn. RIP my wireless headphones.
What happened?
Sound different.
Both my wireless earbuds died, so now they're just on the charger. And I was like, I said something like midpoint, and I'm like, damn, I know they didn't hear me.
No, sorry. We didn't go through Tijuana to get a COVID test. So we're prepared.
First off, Czechoslovakia. For your information, Czechoslovakia.
A little colder there.
All right.
There were shrimp and crackers in the break room. It was amazing.
Really? I wouldn't touch them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have.
Shout out to the chicks who they almost lost my. You were here before. I was like, yeah, and then they almost lost my file. I was like, I'm gonna need y'all to take a picture next time. It was cool though. Shout out to everyone who's working in an office doing medical billing. That shit's already hard, but in COVID, it's especially if you're insurance versus non-insurance. That's a lot of fucking paperwork.
How many people paid them?
A lot of people were paying. I was like, no, I'm going to use my insurance. Fuck all that. I'll wait a little bit longer. I'm paying $125 for some shit I might not have.
Bro, that shit was free. You're stupid.
What? I didn't pay. My shit, other people were paying, and I'm like, oh, because they for the wait. Well, if you didn't want to wait, you'll get it done way faster. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait.
While you wait, you contract.
Shout out to urgent care. There's a lot of places who are doing that though. They're you can pay, but it's gonna take 2-4 days. Yeah. So,
yeah, it's no joke. I mean, you drive down the street and you see these urgent cares, and they have lines around the corner of people getting tested. It's insane right now. They're saying
it just keeps moving closer and closer. We had our own thing here, and then my girlfriend's aunt or uncle got it, and now her friend, her coworker's sister got it. So it's just before it was 4 degrees of separation, and now it's 1 or 2. So it's getting closer.
My job is on some bullshit because we got 20% off everything in this store sale this weekend. I'm like, oh, so they want to kill us. Okay.
Hey, while there's nobody else open, come to us. Yeah.
And these old-ass Santa Monica people have nothing else to do. They won't die, so they just come there and act fucking evil all day.
So they're going to go meet up with you to contract COVID, okay?
And it's because when I was getting the test done, your breathing's fine, everything's good. I'm like, oh, yeah, I work in a deli, so I just drink 8 ounces of ginger and garlic a day. I be mixing it with shit. They're like, oh, okay. So I'm like, yeah, my immune system, I'm fat, but other than that, there's not much wrong. So I'm in a lucky spot, but it's people who at my job who I know they probably had that shit and then left for 2-3 weeks and came back, and we looking at them like, what's good? And they're like, mind your business. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I need to know. But we know.
All right, so the other thing we got to talk about this week, the last thing before we move on to college football. So hopefully
Herbert's haircut.
Kenny's ready for that. No, a more somber note. Former Bengals defensive tackle, whose name I don't know how to pronounce, Ecom Udofia, was.
I'm proud of you. You actually you put some emphasis, no pressure on you. I'm proud of you.
Because I don't have you looking at me, licking your chops, waiting for me to fuck up and laugh. You ever think about that?
But,
although there is this fucking creepy ass bear sitting on the chair in the corner, where the fuck did that bear come from, bro?
The bear was looking at you
it's
like
a nanny cat.
It's how bad are you going to say this right now? How bad?
Well, yeah, not to make light of the situation.
The bear's recording it too.
He was killed by Phoenix police. Body cameras showed them unloading several clips into him. The reports before were that he had a gun, that they told him to drop the weapon. He didn't drop the weapon, and so they shot him. Then while he was on the ground, he reached for it again, so they shot him some more. And then they basically let the dog on him to separate him from the weapon, which turned